4 practices in now, what kind of progress do you feel like is being made?
We've made leaps and bounds already. The leadership on our shoulders, it takes it off coaches, and I think it helps our freshmen understand better when we're trying to teach them as well. And I think that's a big step with us.
What kind of growth have they shown, those new guys?
They've shown a lot of growth. Getting up, watching film, coming back in, drawing it up on board. They're learning quickly.
What is it like just for you to be a leader of these new guys now?
It's a lot of responsibility, but it's nothing we can't handle. These guys, they all want to learn. They all want to play basketball at the highest level, and they'll do whatever it takes to do that.
What's it been like being out there with Michael Weathers?
It's been great. He's so explosive. He's getting smarter every single day. And, he's very unselfish, so that's going to help our team a lot this season.
Last week, Coach Boynton mentioned how you and Cam and Thomas all have kind of different leadership styles. How do you think you all 3 different personalities bring?
I think it brings every single aspect. Cam can be the muscle guy. If someone needs to pick up the attitude, he'll be there. If someone needs to ask me a question about something they don't know, or if I see something they need to correct, I can fix that. Thomas can pick up their energy any which way. Having all three of us out there, that really helps us.
Coach mentioned that as you guys' first kind of live scrimmage, it looked fun for your team, but can you kind of remember being in the shoes of the new group today?
Yeah, I've asked multiple staff members that were here whenever I was a freshman, did I look like them my freshman year? And, me in my mind, I'm thinking no. They reply yes. But it just shows how far we've come along, and it's a positive thing for them, because whenever 2 years or next year down the line, they'll be riding my shoes.
You guys have a new hashtag this year. How do you feel like commitment to excellence has kind of leaked into the program?
It's always in the back of our mind every single day. Whenever we're feeling tired or sore, or we have little nicks and scratches, whenever we try to be excellent, we made a commitment to that. Nothing can stop us for that.
How is Let's Work still around, though?
Let's Work will always still be around. That was the foundation we laid last year. Without that, we wouldn't be here.
Okay, so with 4 practices done now, what's just kind of the overview of your thoughts of being on this Oklahoma State basketball team?
Oh, well, it's a real humbling experience for me coming from a smaller school. So getting here, just getting with these guys, starting to practice, it's just been going real great, and I'm starting to catch on to everything. And I got some great leaders around me, even though they're younger than me. I got some great leaders around me that'll teach me everything, getting me going, getting me on pace with everything.
You mentioned there's kind of a lot of newcomers to the team. You yourself are a newcomer, but is it a little bit different, you being older than the freshmen that you come in with? You kind of feel like you're grouped with them a little bit somehow?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, this is the first time I've been the oldest guy on the team, and I feel like I'm a freshman all over again, learning a whole new offense, whole new defense, got new teammates. I'm used to being the guy that knows everything on the court. Now I'm starting from ground zero, learning everything all over again, just like a freshman would.
What's the adjustment just been like for you coming here?
Here it's more so, everything's more fast-paced, and we're just always moving. Coming from my old school, we move a little slower at a slower pace. Here, everything's just on the move, on the go, on the move, on the go. So you got to be ready to go all the time.
What drew you here?
Honestly, I just felt like the coaching staff was the most genuine with me throughout the recruiting process. I felt like they were, everything that they said made sense to me. It wasn't like they were just trying to sell me a dream or anything. They were honest with me and straight to the point, and I like that about them.
Had you ever been to Oklahoma prior to this?
Oh, no, I never been to Oklahoma.
What were your outside thoughts? If somebody said Oklahoma to you last year, what would you think about?
Maybe farms or something. It's just a little different for me.
What's it like coming to a new program and 2 months in, heading to Europe?
Oh, just like I said, coming into a new program, I just feel like I'm, a new guy, freshman all over again. But us going to Italy and Greece, I feel like that experience is going to be great for us team-wise, and we'll be able to bond together. And, we're already getting to know each other through the summer, but that experience playing with each other will get us going for the season.
What's the origin of Chico?
Well, when I was younger, all my friends, they used to call me Chico because they say I look like a Mexican. I'm an African-American, but they say I look like a Mexican. So they used to be like, Chico, all the time, and it just stuck with me since then.
I know last week Michael Weathers had mentioned how the dynamic between you two has been pretty good. What do you think you all learned from each other? What's it like playing with Michael Waters?
Oh, Mike, man, that's a funny dude right there. That's a great dude on and off the court. And on the court, you know, he's always going hard, always trying to push you. And I feel like me and him going to push each other. You know, we're both quick guys. And when off the court, you know, he's just a funny guy. We can bond together. And so I feel like our chemistry is going to be great on the court and, you know, off the court also.
Your first live scrimmage, how do you think it went?
About as I expected. I put all the young guys together purposely because I wanted them to have to figure it out or not figure it out, and now we can go teach from film. But I noticed that, you know, it got hard, and they were all looking around at each other, and all of them had the same questions essentially. What do we do? And none of them had answers. But the veteran guys did what I expected them to do, which is use their experience. Be able to take away some things that they know are coming and stuff like that. So I was pleased. Got a chance now to go back and watch some film and teach the young guys and show them some of the things that the older guys did to take advantage of them.
What are some things they could learn from a little bit of a butt beating?
That it's hard, and guys not being on the same page makes it even more difficult, especially when you're competing against guys who are more experienced. And they'll go to that a lot this year. They'll go out there for the first time in November at some point, and it'll be real. And there'll be guys on the other team who undoubtedly will have much more experience than they will. And again, that's why this time of year and this trip and being able to do this is so important for this group.
Nearly halfway through these practices now, how are you feeling about the progression of your guys?
Feel good. I was, wasn't worried, but I was thinking it would take much longer than it has. I've seen some guys in just 2 weeks make some really, really big strides. But first of all, it's a matter of getting their bodies in great shape. You know, a lot of these guys have never been in the type of shape we're asking them to be in because they've been able to just rely on their athletic ability to be better than the other guys. Where now, they're not more athletically talented than anybody. Even our least talented athletically guys are still ahead of them because they understand what's going on. So now that they're getting their bodies in shape, they just have to learn the system and continue to grow that way.
Lindy mentioned how he'd asked the equipment people, like, is this what I looked like as a freshman, when he saw the people on the other team, the newcomers? What's it like for you just to see the people like Lindy and Cam and Thomas kind of grow from when they were freshmen?
Well, it's awesome. I purposely sit out a lot of those scrimmage segments so I can watch how they interact with each other. And I put the older guys, I put them all together, but I did put them down 8 points with 4 minutes to go and gave the other team the ball. So there was a little bit of a challenge element on their side. And you can see that those guys kind of banded together and had a game plan on how they wanted to attack. So to see that growth gives me great optimism that those are the type of leadership guys that we need to help this team get where we want to go.
You had another new face out there in Luke. How did that come to be?
Luke's a kid who's kind of expressed interest in being around here for quite some time. We weren't sure early in the spring what we were going to do with a potential walk-on, and he stayed pretty diligent about wanting to come. And I think he's got great pride. His parents went to school here and are big fans of the program. And he's certainly somebody that we hope can continue to help us, if nothing else, in practice as we get better. But as he gets in shape, this is his second day, and he's probably glad none of you guys were here on Sunday on his first day because it was epically bad. So, you know, we look forward to seeing how he can help. We've got to grow and develop into an important piece of our team as we develop.
The last couple of years, you guys have just had Trey as a walk-on. Is that an area you think you'll add to as time progresses?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important that you have guys like Trey Reeves or Luke who really care about the program in those roles and understand that it's not really about them, but the opportunity means a lot to them and their families. And, you know, there's nobody in our program that has more pride about being out here and putting on that uniform every game than Trey Reeves. We talk about his relentless effort in practice, and he probably has the least amount of athletic talent of anybody in the gym every day. But you can never tell that he feels any less or that he's discouraged by anything. He just goes out there and competes as hard as he possibly can because it means a lot to him to be a part of the program.